So let's do that, and let's see how the guys are doing.
Here he is.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to the acclaimed Scissor Me, Daddy.
No, that was last night.
Sorry, wrong night. Sorry,
Right.
I'm sorry, wrong night.
The show starts in 90 minutes.
Oh, that's the wrong thing. I didn't want to turn that up.
But Neko, I mean, you're welcome to join us in the Discord or to talk about wrestling while the wrestling
Absolutely.
is on.
Neko, you are very welcome.
But yes, welcome everybody into the Still Talking Podcast episode. I'm sorry, I'll just go ahead and start it because I'm like hyped. I am extremely hyped for today.
I have not been more excited for a Royal Rumble in a really long time.
My God, I am very excited.
Yeah.
This will be my first Royal Rumble that I can actually talk about it and talk to other people. Like, we started this podcast back in last March, and then we found out that we were 3 out of 4 of us were wrestling fans. So, it's been nice to be able to talk about stuff. But this will be the first Royal Rumble that I can actually talk to other people about.
Yeah.
Like, not a lot of people talk wrestling. Like, every once in a while.
Compare predictions.
Yeah, exactly.
And everything else. It's really good.
We can talk about the Iron Sheik. We can.
I mean,
but anyways, this is the Still Talking Podcast, episode 28, the Royal Rumble edition. For the next 90-ish minutes, we'll be talking about Royal Rumble, our predictions, and what's going to happen. And then afterwards, you are welcome to join us in the Discord, in the wrestling section of the Discord, to either watch or to just talk about what we're watching.
Yep.
So,
very exciting stuff, man.
We look forward to seeing as many of you as possible.
Exactly. I mean, but let's get into this. Dennis, where do we want to start with this?
I don't want to start our predictions. I love where you came in discussion. I think we should start with our favorite Royal Rumble moments
of all time.
Of all time.
Okay. I think you have to go with the returns, right? Because is there a lot of Royal Rumble matches that you can kind of remember?
Not so much matches
that jump out. These like standout performances that jump out that are like. I think Cameo likes 95. I think he likes 95.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I think they like 95.
95. Not 95.
Throw the 95s up in the chat. 95.
85. Wait. Oh, okay.
95.
Anyways, go ahead. The 95 Rumble.
So, for example, like one of the performances that stand out are definitely 2006 Rey Mysterio, one of the best Royal Rumble performances I've ever seen.
62 minutes and 12 seconds.
I was young at the time, so like obviously now I buy into it as an entertainment standpoint. As a kid that was probably about 8 years old, that wasn't like wrestling was 100% real. I thought Rey Mysterio was Superman.
Right.
So definitely,
agree more.
Definitely, there's one of my favorite ones.
And the story behind that too, because that's right after Eddie Guerrero had passed away.
He did. He did pass very shortly. Before that. And for me, also with my Mexican background, that was really like for me, like culturally, I was like, man, yes, finally, some someone of culturally that could win that. That was awesome to me.
In the right way, but also I'm probably wrong in saying like that it was kind of what put Mexican wrestling on the map within WWE.
I feel like it put more attention on it. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, definitely not like worldwide in other promotions and stuff, but in terms of Mexican talent within the WWE, I think that's what kind of started putting it on the map properly.
I absolutely agree.
You obviously we've seen since then we've seen the cruiserweight division, which kind of comes from the lucha libre style and stuff like that, which I think comes partly off the back of that.
Yeah.
But my number one favorite WrestleMania moment has to be a few years ago. You know, You Think You Know Me.
Yeah, I mean, the
Yes.
pop, the pop for
That-
that.
because-
The pop, yes.
I think that's the one return at Royal Rumbles that I genuinely just thought would never happen. Never even like thought in my mind, oh, I'd love to see this. I'd love to see it. 'Cause I just didn't. It was never going to happen. It wasn't possible. And then it happened. And I remember
Yeah.
losing my shit.
as did everyone else.
Yeah, that was pretty big. I would say also John Cena returning at the Royal Rumble.
2008.
Number 30. Yep.
Right.
Get out of my list, though, man. Gosh darn it.
That's another
Shouldn't have happened.
surreal
but-
moment.
Shouldn't have happened, but it happened, and
Yeah.
the fact it happened was incredible.
Let me say, I think, wasn't that the same year? Correct me if I'm wrong, though, man. Because that was the year that Adrian Peterson also had that historic comeback from his ACL tear in just 6 months. Is that the same year that happened?
I would have to look it up. I'm not sure about that.
I will
Because those were the two
podcast
things
Google,
that, like, that was the because I seem to remember it happening the same year. I could be wrong, but I remember it being compared to that type of injury and that quick of a rehab and return.
Right. Yeah, I'd have to look that up. But real quick, cameo. Exactly. 95 is a really good one too. Shawn Michaels, British Bulldog.
Yeah.
British Bulldog throws Shawn Michaels over the top rope. He skins
Thinks
the
he
cat.
wins.
Only
Yep.
1 foot touches. Shawn Michaels comes back in, throws him over the top, and the rest is history. That's a good. That's actually a good ending to a Royal Rumble. I mean, we've had. Obviously, a lot of spot moments with like a John Morrison and a Kofi Kingston. Stuff like that.
I mean, I think Kofi Kingston is just a walking Royal Rumble highlight reel at this point.
Right.
Like even
Sure.
a couple of years ago, when I think it was KO that eliminated him, and it was clearly sort of scripted that he should have stayed in and was meant to grab the barricade, and unfortunately both his feet.
Oh yeah, hit it.
Oh.
Yeah.
In like a bit of a botch, but also you can't expect someone to get that kind of stunt effect every time.
Right. Every time.
Right.
Yeah.
I think
But
for me,
looking at it, Dennis, unfortunately, it doesn't look as though Cena and Peterson's returns were the same year. I'm getting 2011.
okay.
Adrian
Oh,
Peterson.
okay. Gotcha. Got
And
three.
if
Okay.
I'm not mistaken, the Cena return was.
Cena was 08, I believe,
08.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Thank you for verifying that.
No, it's fine. I'm more than happy to be on podcast Google duties for the day.
Right.
Thank
for
you.
Sure, for sure.
So for me, I'm gonna say too, because actually Doman and Greenfly already took my number one and honorable mention. John Cena and then Edge returned. But for me, one of the most memorable and really kind of when it shifted my fandom for WWE even more, when AJ Styles debuted. AJ Styles was the reason I watched TNA. He's the reason I started watching New Japan, and to see him come, oh my God, that was
I'll be honest,
beautiful.
Like when that happened, I think AJ came in like what 2015.
No, I think he came in like 3 or 4.
2003? No, not that long ago.
No,
it was
2016.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, and with AJ, like, he was, according to Pro Wrestling Illustrated, PWI, he was the best wrestler. Like
Yes.
I still think he
Yeah.
is. He is still the best wrestler in the world.
I agree. 100% technically,
I think
absolutely.
technically it's between him and a couple of others, and the couple of others are probably Kenny Omega, because I think he is fucking.
Kenny Omega just doesn't have a bad match. You're not wrong. He just doesn't have a
phenomenal.
bad match.
And then maybe someone like Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
Again,
Well,
he can carry a match with ease.
With AJ, even at the time, like when he was, he was wrestling without a contract in TNA, and then he was like one of those first wrestlers. Well, he's one of the first wrestlers, obviously from Ring of Honor and stuff like that. But he's one of the first wrestlers to bet on himself. Like, he didn't need a contract in TNA. He just wrestled. Mm-mm. He didn't need a contract in ROH. He didn't need a contract in, AWA. He didn't need a contract in New Japan. He just went and wrestled. Which
he just went
when he
wrestled.
When he showed up, it was a rumor, but like when he showed up in a WWE ring,
Man,
that was incredible.
And I feel bad because I feel like the if you weren't there live, I feel like the production of it didn't do it justice. But honestly, I wish that's one I would have been at live, because that pop and that feeling of, oh my God, it's AJ Styles in the WWE. Like, that is just one of those, like, had to have been their moment. So for me, just because of how much I followed AJ and I loved him and he introduced me to other wrestling, businesses, AJ Styles debuting is a huge one for me. It's up there.
Right. Yeah, and I mean, obviously, all three of those were on my list of that. I mean, I would also kind of throw in a little bit, not older, but when Triple H returned from his quad injury.
Oh yeah. Yep.
I want to say that might have been at Madison Square Garden. I'm not sure, but when he returned from that, just once and again another unexpected, because you're talking. I'm not. We're talking early 2000s. So the internet wasn't a buzz about a lot of things. So
right.
There was legitimate
surprises.
Yeah.
And you didn't really have a lot of spoilers and leaks and stuff like that. I mean, I've been on all day today, and I'm literally tuned in to all kinds of leaks and spoilers because I want to know.
I've done the bare minimum. I'll be honest. I've done the bare minimum amount of research.
Yeah,
I've done enough to get the list of 5 mail returns and
I have 24.
supplies.
You have 24 returns.
I have 24, and I know there's already 19 male superstars already
in it.
entered. So I know there's only 11. I have a list of 24.
I had 12 and I narrowed it down to 5, and it was really hard.
Don't get me wrong. I found more than 5, but I narrowed it down to the 5 that I liked.
Yeah. So with that being said, let's move into it. Let's just go. The Men's Royal Rumble.
Let's not do that one yet. Well, because I think that the Men's Royal Rumble or the Roman and KO match, I think
is going to end the show.
Well, I think those are the 2 that we should do last.
Okay, I'm fair.
Because I think those will take the most time.
That's fair. Do you want to knock out then the LA Knight and then Bianca Belair and then men's, and then Roman?
Yeah, absolutely.
Perfect. All right. So this is not sponsored by Mountain Dew Pitch Black, but the Mountain Dew Pitch Black match, LA Knight versus Bray Wyatt. Before we make our prediction, how many versions of Bray Wyatt do you think we see tonight?
1.
Really?
Yeah. Let me hold on one second. Green Flag, can I ask of you to record, like to keep a log of what we pick, and then post it?
Yes.
Okay.
Give me 2 seconds.
Yeah, you're because I mean it's gonna take time, obviously.
Yeah. You start.
And time is what we have.
You're never a fan of dragons? I like dragons. Oh. Dragging these nuts. Oh, I mean.
Dragon D nuts.
What's up, Pat?
Great, though, man.
Anyways, I don't know if anybody watched the interview with Ryan Satin that Bray just did this week. Very good.
I did not see it.
It's about 25 minutes.
I actually watched the Ariel Helwani with Sami Zayn interview today. Also a must watch.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
So
one.
Doman, I haven't seen the interview, but I have seen the clip about when he's speaking about the how he wants the Uncle Howdy story to build up naturally and not rush into reveals and stuff like that.
Well, I mean, it's really good because he talks about how all the characters, Uncle Howdy is something that is personal to him. Like, it is something like that. Now, he also did say a couple things. That's why I said there's one character he's going to come out with, and it's going to be Bray Wyatt. Because he came out and said that the Hawaiian shirt, that died.
That LA Knight?
No.
Really?
The Hawaiian shirt Bray Wyatt died. With
Brody Lee?
With Brody Lee. That gimmick's done. He said...
I fully respect that, though.
He said the Fiend gimmick died when he was burned, by Randy Orton.
Okay.
He's like, those gimmicks will never come back.
Interesting.
So that's why, like, whatever this gimmick is, it's going to be one person. Those will not come back. So now I believe we're gonna see Uncle Howdy. I believe he is not a fan. He's like the bunny. He thinks the bunny's
no,
annoying.
he's not.
He thinks the bunny's annoying.
Yep.
Which lends me to believe that the bunny is actually, spoiler, I think it's Bo Dallas is who the bunny
Agreed.
is.
Agreed.
So he's not a fan of him. But I think we'll see Uncle Howdy for sure. He kind of tiptoed around Alexa Bliss. More of that's in the past also because that was linked to the Fiend.
That wasn't Bray. It was the Fiend, wasn't it?
Yeah, agreed. That was more Fiend than Bray.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I like that. Well, I will then not answer because given the interview.
Well, I mean, and that's just an interview. I mean, maybe he's just trying to build it up, but you do actually see it. So maybe it's not. But I
Right.
felt it was a, pretty down to earth interview of that.
Nice. Okay. Can you link that, by the way, in the Discord or in the chat?
Yeah, sure.
Awesome. Thank you.
Like I said, the only clips I've only seen like YouTube shorts of it, so I haven't seen the full thing.
Yeah.
But would definitely be interested in watching it all. But I remember seeing talking about Uncle Howdy and how he's at least hoping the reveal isn't instantaneous or too early because he wants it to build up naturally, which I think is something that everyone said. I remember seeing The Undertaker say it. Bray Wyatt is one of the best storytellers WWE have ever had.
Couldn't agree more.
When it comes to creating not only a persona but having that persona tell a story, I can't think of many better.
Right.
You're not wrong, man. As far as creative, and even I've heard others even say like Triple H, when he did his interview with Ariel Hawaii, that Bray Wyatt was one of the greatest creative minds he's ever been around.
Yeah.
Well, and you'll see. I mean, I don't want to get too much into what the interview was. Not that, but we're talking about the match. But he was asked about the match, and I actually 100% believe him. He's like, I don't know what to expect. He's like, we don't It seems like they don't plan a lot with him. He just whatever he feels when he goes out there. He's like, I'm assuming the arena's going to be dark. He's like, I'm hoping it's not the red lights. Kind of joked about that.
Right.
But,
Nice.
But he's like, I don't know really what to expect when I'm out there. So, that actually drew me more into this match a little bit more even.
For sure. I think it's going to be. I know there's not a lot of expectations on it because I know it's being promoted as like a gimmick match, but I'm actually very excited for this match just to kind of see. First of all, it's Bray Wyatt in his first match.
All right, sounds good, Cammy.
But also, LA Knight has really done a great job of building this story too. Kudos to LA Knight, and the fans are getting behind some of his chants now too. Yeah. So I think they're both going to be getting way over on this.
I mean, LA Knight was, obviously in NXT, I don't think he was well used. When he was in TNA as Eli Drake, the fans were really behind the catchphrases. You know? So, it's huge.
Yeah.
So, they're both getting pushed. I just hope he doesn't get buried after this.
Correct. I agree. I hope the feud isn't over tonight. I hope there is a little bit more.
Who's my headset cut out a little bit?
Oh, LA Knight.
Yeah.
Ah, right, yeah.
Formerly Eli Drake from TNA.
Yeah, fully agree.
Yeah.
Prediction. I'll start the predictions here, man. I'm gonna go winner Bray Wyatt. I don't think that you can. I don't think his first match back he can lose. So I'm going Bray.
Yeah. I would go Bray also. I think there's the only way. Once again, I don't even know what the rules are. Nobody knows what the rules are.
Right.
Whether it's a win, loss, whatever. The only thing I can see is the only way that he does not come out victorious is if something happens with Uncle Howdy or the rest of the characters and they've just taken him away.
Yeah.
That is the only reason I have gone with LA Knight.
Yeah, I'm going with Bray.
It's a big. Don't get me wrong. I'm almost not happy, but like in my mind, I was saying, yeah, there's a good chance I'm going to be wrong on this, but I think Royal Rumble plays into WrestleMania too much. With it, like in every aspect, it is the road to WrestleMania, it starts everything else.
Right.
I think if you're planning, as I've read, for the Uncle Howdy reveal to be WrestleMania against Bray Wyatt, and everything else, then
yeah, no, I mean I agree. I see how that can
LA
work.
Knight has to. Then LA Knight wins this almost at the hands of Uncle Howdy, regardless of who that is or isn't.
Yeah, I don't really know what a win
that is why I've gone.
I don't know what
wins.
Yeah,
neither do I.
I mean,
True.
this is kind of going to be. I'm looking forward to it. Like when they announced it, I'm like, oh, okay, Dark Arena. But from everything that I'm seeing, that it's not like the Funhouse. It's not like stuff like
gimmicky.
that. Like, it's
not as gimmicky.
It's an actual in-arena event.
Yeah.
So, kind of looking forward to that. I'm going with Bray Wyatt with this. I mean,
not production-wise as like the Bray Wyatt John Cena.
Right.
Yep.
I mean, that was obviously during COVID, so there was nobody in the stands anyway.
Yeah.
So it was
they had
easier to do. But
they had to do what they had to do for sure.
Yeah. So I'll go with Bray Wyatt on this one.
I like it.
Just speaking of the Firefly Funhouse match, Bray versus John Cena. Did anyone ever see that someone actually called that match happening before it was even possibly announced?
Really? No, I didn't see that.
So there's a YouTuber. I think he works for like Parts Unknown. It's called Adam Blompierre, and he does like how Adam would book and how this and that, or Adam's dream match and stuff. And he did how Adam would book like John Cena leaving the company, and he did this like 6 months before WrestleMania, and like before anything even was possibly announced. And he was like, and I want, like, the way I do it is I would have John Cena versus Bray Wyatt, and Bray Wyatt being the Fiend and everything else, I would have him escort John Cena through his career and just systematically pick him apart at every single point to a part where John Cena can't come back. I'll try to find the video and link it, but it's incredible. And I remember seeing when it was happening, I was on Twitter, and I just remember seeing him tweet like, "Oh my fucking god, there is no way."
Right. No, that's
like it was. He picked it like inch perfect. It was unreal.
Right. Well, moving on, and it kind of goes with this, and this is why I don't think we see Alexa during the Bray Wyatt match, because I believe if the order is correct, Alexa will have the match after the Pitch Black match.
Yeah. So
then we have the Raw Women's Championship, Alexa Bliss versus Bianca Belair.
Yep, I agree.
I think that Alexa is somehow going to be involved with Bray, at least with Uncle Howdy, going forward.
Okay.
I don't think that she needs the title for that. So
I agree.
I think this is a Bianca Belair retained, maybe some shenanigans from Uncle Howdy's bunch might come out during this to add to it, but I think Bianca still continues to win and retain the title.
Yes. I agree with you 100%. That's also my pick. I choose Bianca Belair for the winner of this match. For the same reasons. Not because Alexa's not talented enough to beat her, because I do believe Alexa is talented enough to beat her, but I feel like the direction of her story, she does not need a title to further develop the story she's going to go into next with Uncle Howdy.
Yeah,
so I agree. Bianca, and I think Bianca Belair is on a crash course for my choice of the Women's Rumble, hint, hint, for WrestleMania. So
yeah, and I think it's, I don't want to say that that Alexa is just a throwaway match here, but I don't know. This isn't her build.
I think there's more shenanigans.
She got a couple shots at Bianca, but that was about it.
Yep. I think this has
Hey,
more
what's
gimmicks
up, man? Welcome in, welcome in.
than the Pitch Black match does, actually.
How's your day? You think what? I'm sorry.
I think the women's match has more gimmicks than the Pitch Black match does, actually.
Yeah, quite possibly. So, Greenfly?
Greenfly, what's your pick?
I mean, not much to add, really. I've gone Bianca. I don't think Alexa's
Having a great day, man. Having a great day.
next few months are going to not necessarily going to include, but I don't think they're really going to be in a position to incorporate a proper title defense storyline as well. So I don't see why she'd have a title at least before WrestleMania if that was the case. So
exactly, man.
Yeah,
a little
I've
tired,
gone Bianca.
but
Nice.
I got a nap today, so I'm good.
We're on the same page so far. I like it, guys.
Except for one.
He took LA Knight, so
I did.
you know.
Yeah, other than that, sorry.
So now we actually have Bianca retaining, which should bring us to the women's
Royal Rumble.
match.
Woo! I like it a lot, man. I like it. I'm actually extremely excited about this match too. Almost as equally as the men's. I'm not gonna lie.
Legendary Nav Night.
I have a lot of hype. I'm gonna go ahead and Domain. I know you're gonna ramble, so I'm gonna just give you my surprise entrance.
I'm gonna ramble.
I've
only got.
let
me see
I
my
have
list
5.
here. I've got 8, and I do have it narrowed down to 5.
Okay. I also had 10, and I narrowed it down to 5. Here are my.
Nice.
I'm Baron.
Are we doing surprises? Yeah, surprises.
Yes, surprise
okay.
/ returns.
Okay, surprise / returns, and then.
Right. Okay.
So
then Final Four, and then winner.
All right.
Right. Okay. I'm getting my Excel spreadsheet sorted. Dennis, you are first.
Yes, I'm first. Okay, my surprise entrance. My first surprise entrance is Trish Stratus.
Can I ramble while you're giving them?
Yeah, of course.
She is actually at home. She actually had to cancel a meet and greet in San Antonio.
Did she really?
Because her daughter is sick.
Darn it.
She actually just did a video yesterday or today, this morning maybe.
Okay.
That she's actually holding her daughter. And now, once again, could be a swerve, but she actually had to cancel a meet and greet in San Antonio today or last week.
Fair enough.
But well, I would love to see her there. So
I would enjoy it.
Yes.
It makes me wonder, since she was going to be at the meet and greet, whether she was going to be there. So
fair enough.
That potentially last minute changes.
But here's the thing: I knew of the meet and greet. I didn't know she canceled, so that's kind of why I was like, "Oh my god, it's in the same city." That makes perfect sense. So okay, perfect. So I will divert then. So my next 2 picks are the Bella twins, Nikki and Brie Bella.
Both of them.
Both of them. I think we get both.
All
right. My next pick is the returning Beth Phoenix.
I like it. Okay, so that's not who I thought you were going to go with. I like it.
Okay. And then I have, again, old school. I'm going to go Lita.
Yeah.
And this may be really heavy-handed on who I like coming back for the guys, but hear me out. AJ Lee.
You've lost your goddamn mind. Well, he considered the Bellas as one person.
It's 2 people. 2 people.
Pick a Bella. Just pick Nikki Bella.
No, I'm picking both Bellas.
You're not allowed both Bellas. That's 6 people.
I mean, I have 9 on my list, so it's fine. I'll allow it.
No, the Bella twins, Beth Phoenix, Lita, AJ Lee. That's 5.
Dennis,
surprise entrance.
Dennis.
That is 5.
Who comes out at number 25? Nikki or Brie?
Nikki, and then number 26 is Brie.
Exactly. So they're not coming out together. So they're 2 people.
Oh my God!
Nikki Bella,
and then Brie Bella.
You're not having it.
Oh my
God! Okay,
no.
If they're not coming out together,
he's saying it's 5 because he's dropping off Trish Stratus.
Yeah, I dropped Trish off.
Ah, right. In that case, I completely misheard everything you said. I left Trish on the list.
Oh.
That is why I
Forgive me. I didn't clarify.
List.
I'm sorry, Greenfly. I didn't clarify. I apologize, sir. So yes, take Trish Stratus off. So Nikki and Brie Bella. Yep, Nikki, Brie Bella.
5, Brie, Nikki, Beth Phoenix, Lita, and AJ Lee.
Yes.
Okay. You've lost your goddamn mind.
I know I have, but you love it.
No, I don't.
But you love it.
Dennis, I've also lost my mind.
You lost your mind. I actually literally just saw something with Seth Rollins, who just basically called CM Punk a bitch, pretty much.
I know exactly what you're talking about. So,
all right. I mean, so we got those are your surprise. Let's go with Greenfly surprises.
Well, this is hard because I have to bring up a notepad as well. I'll tell you what, Dennis. Doman, you do yours. I'll copy and paste mine in, and then I will say them.
All right. So
that's right.
So
buckle in, guys.
So returning, I've got 8 on my list here. So I will give you 5, and I'll give you my honorable mention.
Okay, deal.
So I believe Doudrop returns tonight.
She's on my list. That's a great pick. She's on my list.
That, buddy. I believe Natalya, who's been out of action, also returns
Great
tonight.
Pick. Great choice. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Nia Jax, I believe.
Oh, darn you! Oh, get out of my brain, dude.
No, at number 30, not that I have to call the shot here, I think Naomi comes back tonight.
Wait, why did I not have her written down?
I don't know what you do over there.
Oh my god.
So I got Naomi, and I had the Bellas, and then I'm like, they cut them out of Raw 30, so maybe they'll let them do it. Maybe, I don't know. Then I started thinking when you said husband and wife, I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, well, let's not...
God, if you say what I'm thinking, I'm gonna cry.
No, I won't. I won't, because they're on my honorable mention, so I won't mention them until you do your list.
Oh, okay.
So for my 5th surprise entry, she returns after being let go. Mandy Rose.
Ooh, I like that.
I'm going with that.
I feel
real good about Nia. I feel real good about Natalya and Doudrop.
Naomi's a great pick, man.
Good with that one, and then Mandy's kind of my dart throw. Like if they could work stuff out.
I'll be honest, if Naomi's not 30, I would want Mandy Rose to be 30. Because that'd be a beautiful way to call her back up to the main roster.
Right. So that's my 5.
Great list, though, man. I'll
let Greenfly do his 5, but then I'll give my honorable mention because I think one of his is going to be on my honorable mention, and I'll tell you why I don't like it.
Okay.
So, on my list, I started out with probably the most obvious return to the company. There were obviously talks of Sasha Banks coming back. There was a second part of that story, and that was Naomi. She is on my list.
Yep, good pick.
Nia Jax, I saw a lot of reports. That got added to my list later. I saw a lot of reports on Twitter that she was expected to make an in-ring return today.
Yep.
So she's made the list. I also have Mandy Rose.
Do you really? Wow, I missed that one. Wow, good picks, guys.
I've only seen what are very subtle rumors that she's in the area and possibly expected to return to WWE properly. I've not seen anything saying she's in the ring, she's been training or anything like that. So I'm okay. I have AJ Lee. I'm going to spoil my men's list.
Really?
I don't have CM Punk. I do, however, and this goes into my men's list, I do have Chelsea Green.
Ooh, do you really?
I do.
Here's why I don't have her, and I figured that's who you had. Because when I originally did my list, I thought there would be no way in hell they would start with the men's Royal Rumble. And if they don't start with that, they cannot have her come out in the women's Royal Rumble before,
because the expectation would be
in the men's. Now,
I like that.
Have the men's Royal Rumble before, that's more of an option. But when I originally was starting to do my list, I have her on there, but I didn't. I was like, "There's no way you can't do it. Like, you can't have her come out in the women's."
Yeah, I was really hoping you'd pick up on it when what did I put? I can't remember.
Oh, we about the food. Yeah, I saw that. That's actually who I thought Dennis was talking about when he was talking about a married couple. I didn't think he was talking about
Yeah, I didn't think you was
Beth.
talking about AJ Lee and CM Punk.
Chelsea Green.
Well,
Chelsea Green.
or-
Oh yeah.
I did think Chelsea Green, but she didn't make my top 8.
Yeah.
But she was a name also that I was like, damn, that would be awesome.
Right.
But-
And she's only on there because of who would be on the men's list.
Correct. And I
So-
think we're going to hear who that will be very
Okay.
shortly. But
So,
okay.
so all right. So you got your 5. So I
Yep.
mean, we already talked about Chelsea Green. We already talked about Nikki Bella. Another honorable mention one that I have, and I think this one kind of goes. It's an honorable mention on the men's side also.
Okay.
I think we could get a Mickey James.
I wanted. Okay, Mickey James is in my top 8. She
Yeah.
really is because. Yeah,
If we
Yeah.
get a Mickey James, we can get a Nick Aldis.
we sure can.
So
I love it.
like
Yup.
that's why she's there. So other than, like I said, Chelsea Green and Mickey James and Nikki were my honorable mentions. So
I like it.
we'll go with that. But let's kind of move it a little bit here.
Yeah.
Let's
I'll
go
move
to the final four of the women's.
I'll go first. Here are my final 4. Here are my final 4. I'm going Rhea Ripley, Beth Phoenix, Becky Lynch, and Brie Bella.
All right.
Okay. That's not who I've gone, and I have gone.
Do you have the
My
winner,
top 4
or do you want
are
to do that after everything? We'll do that.
the
after.
winner. Yeah, I've gone top 4. I've gone Alexa Bliss. I think she.
Really?
I feel I haven't muted anything. It sounds like I muted something. I've gone Alexa. I think she still makes up numbers in the Rumble, and I'd like to see her finish top 4. I've gone Naomi on return. I think it's good. You know, it's a good storyline to come back and do well. I've got Bex, and I've got Bailey.
No Rhea Ripley in your final 4?
No Rhea Ripley.
Okay.
Wow. Domin?
All right. For my final 4, we go Bailey. I'm going to go with Naomi because I think she's coming in at number 30. I go with Rhea Ripley. And for my number 4, I go with Liv Morgan.
I was really teetering on her to go
I
to
like
my
Liv.
final 4.
I like the Liv shout.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping she. I don't know if she makes it there. If she comes in at number 1?
One?
That's what she wants to do. I don't think she makes it there, but we'll see. So that's my 4.
We'll see.
Dennis,
I
who
like
do you
it.
have?
I think this is writing on the wall. Crash course for WrestleMania. I think it's going to be Bianca Belair versus the women's winner, Rhea Ripley. I think it's Rhea Ripley's year. I think she's due. She's came really close multiple years, and she's got so much huge push and momentum right now with Judgment Day. I'm going Rhea Ripley for my winner.
Like it. Green flag.
I have Bailey.
Really?
I don't
do.
mind
Bailey. Wow.
going after which title. Just out of curiosity.
I didn't think that far ahead.
Okay.
It's not a bad pick,
Maybe-
man. I'll be honest. That's a
Bianca's.
very good pick.
Maybe
That's a very good pick.
Bianca's. With
Okay.
all the sort of, SummerSlam?
Yeah. Oh, the 3 matches she already had with her. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, maybe Bianca's.
So I actually changed this today. I
okay.
originally was gonna go with Naomi as my winner, because I figured a Naomi, because by then Charlotte's gonna be a heel again.
Right.
Yeah.
Naomi Charlotte would be a fantastic
Right.
WrestleMania match.
It'd be a nice one.
Ooh.
So I kind of was going there, but I'm like, I'm kind of going with Dennis. Like Rhea's the push
She's
is
on
is
fire.
her right now. Like that's
She's
the
on
push.
fire right now.
I
dude.
certainly don't hate the shout.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's. I think
And-
if Beth
and for-
does come back, there could be like a couple months of interaction between them to get to WrestleMania.
Beth and Rhea until they get to Mania. I agree.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm going with Rhea on that. So
I like it.
we have our surprise guest. We have that. Do we
Great picks.
now for the men's?
We're going men's.
Let's do the men's
Okay.
Royal Rumble.
Okay.
Now, before we do
yeah.
the returns,
Okay.
and I know I'm just throwing this out there because you guys didn't have any time to even think about this.
Mm-hmm.
the first entrant.
Yes, I was going to talk about this.
Have you seen this?
He has to be 1 or 2.
I haven't seen it.
Who?
Yes, you can have that. He has to be 1 or 2, Doman.
I mean, it's men's Royal Rumble, so of course it's a he.
Yeah.
That is an underrated response.
Cody Rhodes.
No.
Cody. What?
No.
Well, there's a couple things.
My number 1 is Sami Zayn.
Okay. Here's the. This isn't my pick, but Karrion Kross has one of the best entrances that you don't get to see if he's not number 1 or number 2.
I have that same reasoning for Cody Rhodes.
I mean that's good too, but here's a built-in storyline. You're in Texas. You're in San Antonio.
Mm-hmm.
You wish Shawn Michaels could be there to wrestle. He's probably going to do something.
Thinking there's going to be some shattered glass, though, man.
No, that might be later.
Good.
Oh, okay.
Good. I'm going to say he ain't starting number 1 or 2.
No. Who got probably the biggest pop on Friday night? Rey
Mysterio
Jr. At number 1.
He did get a big pop.
At number 2, Dominic Mysterio.
Ooh.
I like that. Doman, I like that.
No, this isn't just my idea. I've been kind of piecing some things together, and I was like, oh, that doesn't sound like everything's kind of like, oh, which area are you going to go with? What idea? That actually sounds like the best idea to me. Because
I like that a lot.
I really like the idea. I just don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah. Now,
I'm hopeful. I will say that.
You know, and this could be one of those matches where somehow they do get tangled up and they go over the top rope together. And now number 3 is number 1. So maybe then you have your Cody come out.
You get your Cody or even Karrion Kross.
Right.
Or Karrion can come right after that. So, yeah.
Right. So that's my 1, 2. So that's obviously something we never really talked about that we were going to talk about, but I kind of saw that in the last couple of days. I'm like, I'd like to go that route.
I like that idea.
I really like the idea. I just don't think it will happen, personally.
Yep.
We're going to find out in about 45 minutes, because if that match
goes
first, we're going to find out. And it pops. I mean, it's Texas.
It does.
It's Texas. I know he's from San Diego, but it pops in Texas.
They love him. Rey Mysterio is loved in Texas. He really is.
Rey Mysterio is just loved.
That's true.
That's also true.
All right.
So I'll probably go
I'll
last
go
again because I have
I'll
19
go first.
names.
I'll go first again. I brought it down to 5.
Okay.
Wait, who's going first, sorry?
Dennis. So here's my 5 returns. Number 1, Edge. Not coming in at number 1, but my first of 5. Edge makes the return tonight to the Rumble.
Yep.
John Cena. And I think actually John Cena eliminates Austin Theory to plant seeds for their match at WrestleMania, but that's later. I got the returning Matt Riddle. I think his 30-day suspension is up now, isn't it?
It is.
Yep, so I got Matt Riddle returning. I've got if this is the first match, he's not there. If he's the last one, it is, but I'm still gonna say it. The Rock, Dwayne, and then number 5 to match my women's, coming in at number 30 to the Cult of Personality, CM.
Bro, it was already typed.
Thank you.
Said to match my women's, I was like CM Punk.
CM Punk.
Oh.
Yep. Edge, John Cena, Matt Riddle, The Rock, and CM Punk are my 5 surprise entrance / returns.
Okay.
And I had to narrow that down from 18. Just like Doman, I had 18 guys on my list.
I've got a ton.
I had a few.
Greenfly, your turn, sir.
So I have, again, it ties into the first match we predicted. I don't think he comes in and sticks around for a while, but I think in terms of the Uncle Howdy stuff, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a little Bo Dallas. In and out.
Bo Dallas? Ooh.
Very quick. In and out.
As Bo Dallas?
Yes.
As Bo Dallas?
White trunks, Bo leave.
Really?
Feed me. Please.
Interesting. Okay.
Okay.
I have. I'm hoping it's the first match of the night because otherwise he's going to be very busy doing some commentary.
Oh, God darn you.
McAfee.
God, he made my list. That's a fantastic shout, Greenfly. You get my vote of approval on that. I love that pick.
I also
love that pick.
The kind of obvious second Royal Rumble return for the Edge.
Yep.
It's going to happen. I don't see a world in which it doesn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
I have John Cena.
Yep.
And I also have Will. You know it.
As who?
As Zack Ryder.
Oh.
Because because Matt Cardona has very openly stated he is more than happy to bring back Zack Ryder.
He has said that multiple
Because of
times.
what WWE invested, as long as the creative directive is there. And I have seen, and the only reason him and Chelsea Green made my list is when we were talking about research, I'd already seen that Matt Cardona, is under WWE contract. He is awaiting the correct creative direction.
No way, really?
I have seen that, yes. I don't know how true it is, but I have seen that, and that's the only reason they've made my list.
Real quick on that, I would love to see him as Zack Ryder, but I think character-wise at this point in his career, Matt Cardona is the way to go. Personally.
I mean, I'm claiming the point regardless. If Matt Cardona comes out, I'm
100%.
claiming it as Zack Ryder. Yeah, I'm claiming Zack Ryder. But I personally think it's going to be a Zack Ryder.
Yeah.
Because I think it gets a bigger pop.
Okay.
That's fair. That's great shout. Great list, though. Great list, Greenfly. Great list.
I've got 2 of those on my list, and I'm not going to change them. I'm sorry, I got 3 of those on my list. And
It's seen a pattern edge.
No. It's Zack Ryder. He's coming back as Zack Ryder.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
Okay.
I believe Pat McAfee comes back during the Rumble.
Yep.
I don't think he's going to be on commentary. I think they want him on commentary on the road to WrestleMania, but I don't think he's going to be on commentary tonight. I think he shows up,
Friday.
No, probably, but I think he comes in that
Chamber maybe. Chamber for a punditry run.
Who?
He returns full time at Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, for commentary, maybe arrives at the Chamber.
Oh, maybe.
That's not a bad pick.
Matt Riddle, I think, is back for sure. So now,
for sure. Yeah, I was trying to match his 30-day suspension. Yeah,
Riddle made my list because I did work out the 30-day thing. I didn't put him on because I thought it was a little bit too. He's still employed. Everyone knows that. If he's available, he's going to be in the match.
Right.
And his 30 days is up, and anyone can check that. So that's the only reason he didn't make my list.
All right. So my next 2 that I believe are going to return, and then I'm going to go down my honorable mention.
Yes, please do.
And this one is I'm hopeful for this one. I think Big E's back.
Man, he made my list, but
he didn't wrestle, but he was touring in Australia.
He was touring, yes.
He didn't make my list, but please, is all I'm going to say.
That would be such an amazing feel-good thing. Oh my God, yes.
And I pivoted on this one because I originally had this person, but this would be more of a wrestling reason. But then I switched and put a different person in. So on my honorable mention list, I have somebody from New Japan Wrestling.
So do I. Continue.
But on my return list...
Actually, I have two, but go ahead.
On my return list, I pivoted and left the other one on the honorable mention. I have, in his farewell tour, the Great Muta.
Good pick.
I think there's it's the Forbidden Door, but Shinsuke did that match with him. Maybe it's kind of a one-off on both sides.
You scratch my back, I scratch your back type deal.
Obviously, the other person from New Japan is my pick, which I would love to see him show up. Is Okada.
I
just don't know where he can fit in. He would be upper mid card.
I also have Okada on my list, but I have Jay White slightly higher than him just because of that reason, just the fit. I think it fits better.
Well, I had Jay
I will
White.
let you two, just before you continue, I'll let you two do your honourable mentions because I don't have any. I really badly need the toilet. I will be back to take future predictions on them.
Okay.
So I had Jay White, except I did see in something that he's under contract.
Yes.
So he's not really able to.
So it's not. Yeah, that his is going to be more logistical than. But because he said he's wanted to in the past.
Right. So
like as far as like if that door opens, he said that's something he would love to do. So, but yes, I'm with it. Yeah.
So going through a few of these, obviously I mentioned Nick Aldis. Like that would be,
Yep.
pretty amazing.
A lovely pop. Yep.
You had said Edge, so he was on my honorable mention. Like people, when I started thinking about Riddle, I started thinking about Randy Orton.
Because, Randy Orton made my list as well.
Like I'm like, man, that would be, you hear that song hit, especially if Riddle's already in the ring.
Yes.
Like
I hear voices in my head.
Like that's Road Warrior pop. That's Edge pop.
Absolutely, it is.
100%
it is.
A couple other people, like a legend returning, Booker T.
Booker T's a big one. He made my list as well.
Obviously Goldberg,
he's a Texas boy.
But like I don't know if they even need Goldberg for the Rumble.
They don't.
A couple other ones. I would have had him on the return list, but I still think he's going to be out. Is an AJ.
Yeah, he's still. He's
still out. A couple people that I think could possibly be back. Like a Rick Boogs, I have him on my list.
I have him down too. I would look, and again, same thing. The pop he would get, I think, would be great. I really do.
Yeah.
Oh man, he's on my list too. Good call, though, man.
Ciampa's been out for a while.
Ciampa, he's on my list too. God dang it, man.
Yeah.
I would want Ciampa in the match with Gargano.
And he's on my list too because he's been out with injury.
He has been out with injury, yes.
So he's on my list. Logan Paul, I think that's a huge.
He's on there, but I scratched him off and wrote him back on like 3 or 4 times. I'm not gonna lie.
Now this one is one I think I kind of said I had. I don't know if I even mentioned it. Like I have a tag team type of thing. I would love to have Bobby Roode, who's been out for a while.
Ooh,
but give me a James Storm. Give me beer money.
Really?
Yeah. Like
I didn't have. That's a good pick, man.
Like give me a James
like that
Storm
a lot.
there. And then as I'm just kind of going down the list of ones that I haven't mentioned, RVD. He's always a crowd pleaser.
That's nice.
He could just come in and he has a Legends contract. Just come in and stay there for a minute, do a couple high spots, and then whatever.
Yep.
I think he's on the same as like Booker T. Like,
do you have on your Legends X-Pac, Sean Waltman?
I don't.
Oh man, he made my list, but honestly, Raw 30 turned me off because he was like, "No, I'm not ready to fight." Like,
and actually, he just tweeted out, and once again, everybody's always trying to do a swerve at this time. Let me just read the tweet that he had.
While you're looking that up, I've got one. I don't know if legally he can though, because I think he returned to college. Gable Stevenson.
Are they going to do anything with him? I don't even think he gets the pop anymore.
Really? You don't think so?
No. Where's he at? I know he made this comment.
That Pat McAfee pick by you guys, though, if he's on my list, God, that's a great pick.
Oh, here it is.
I know.
For the last 8 months, I've been enjoying life and eating whatever the F I want. In other words, there's no choice of me, or no chance of me being in the Rumble. But I really appreciate those who have expressed their desire to see me appear. So
from Sean?
From X-Pac.
Oh man. That's what Sean Waltman. That's what I meant. Sorry.
Yeah. So yeah, I think it's a chance. I mean, I like it, but I kind of saw that earlier in the week after Raw 30.
Yep.
So.
Yep. My honorable mention. I have 2 honorable mentions from Legends. Very obvious. It's San Antonio. The Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
I don't think he can. I don't think he can go.
I don't, physically, I don't think he can either. No.
Yeah.
The second one, again, same thing. I don't think he has the endurance to go. Stone Cold. As much as I would love to hear that shattered glass, but then here's the thing: Stone Cold's either within the top first 5, or he's one of the last 2 that comes out.
Well, there, and this could go towards the next segment we're gonna have.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a reason why Stone Cold wasn't at Raw 30? Did they
You know what?
Not a Brit, any,
I was. Well, here's the thing: we got no Stone Cold, no The Rock.
Yeah, but we don't expect The Rock. Like, Rock's been gone. Like, Stone Cold was literally in WrestleMania last year. Like, Stone Cold is Raw.
That's true.
You know, so
that's fair.
All right, so we've done our surprises. We do have a half
surprises.
hour. Let's kind of pick up a little bit. So your top
move to the
4.
final 4.
Yeah.
I'll go first. Greenfly, you ready?
I'm ready.
The most obvious first of the final 4, Cody Rhodes. My second choice in the final 4, Sami Zayn.
Are you reading
My third
list?
pick, Seth freaking Rollins.
Are you reading my list?
Wait, do you have? Hold on. Stop. 1 second. Do you have the same 3, Greenfly?
I have those 3. Yes.
Okay, so do I. So put all 3 of those down for all 3 of us.
Yeah, okay.
You can have that one.
Let me
4 is going to be different. There's no shot. There's, should I say,
4?
no chance in hell that you have the same
Oh,
one as I do.
is that so? I like it. I like that little teaser. That's not a teaser that you did there, buddy.
It wasn't a teaser, actually. Anyways.
Right. It was a spoiler. So my 4th is, again, it really depends if this is the first or the last match, but I'm putting my pick in there. The Rock.
Okay. Doma.
Um,
Mr. Number 4.
Number 4 it has nothing to do with no chance in hell. Because I think they're pushing this guy. We hate him.
I'm listening.
Omos.
I'm listening.
Omos
Shut
is
up.
going to be in the
I
top
swear.
final 4.
Oh my
I'm telling
God.
you. He's going to be there.
Omos. I'd rather have Austin Theory in the top 4 than Omos.
That's just what
Speaking of Austin Theory,
Yes.
my number 4 is John Cena.
Oh, because you had Cena.
You had John Cena?
Okay.
Good pick. All right, so my winner. And I have a feeling we may be the same on this one as well, Doman.
I can't help but feel we were all going to be the same on this
I don't
one.
know. You guys didn't take Omos.
I am picking my
If
winner.
you pick Omos, I'm gonna come to wherever you live and punch you.
So I will give you the winner and how I see it playing out. Because, as we know, Sami Zayn is right now the hottest guy in WWE. And there is such a push that he wins the Rumble to dethrone Roman. I've got Seth and Sami eliminating each other, Cody and The Rock as the last 2, and Cody Rhodes wins the Royal Rumble to go on to face Roman Reigns at WrestleMania.
Okay.
Adrenaline in my soul, something, Cody Rhodes.
Okay. So, I'm sticking to what I said months ago.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sticking to the storyline that I go with. It's
Mm-hmm.
not Omos. It is Cody Rhodes.
It is
Will
Cody,
win
the
Royal
American
Rumble
Nightmare.
And will headline night 1 of WrestleMania for for the world
Yes.
heavyweight champion belt.
You mean the WWE? You mean the WWE? Because
Yes,
he has the Universal and then the WWE title.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
And headlining night 2
Here we go.
of WrestleMania.
I cannot wait until this doesn't happen tonight.
John Cena but Cody Rhodes wins the Rumble.
Okay.
Oh, you got Cody Rhodes winning the. Oh, okay.
I do.
Okay. See, in here, honestly, Greenfly, here's what I thought you would have went with. I would have thought you had John Cena winning the Rumble, and then you would have had Cody Rhodes winning Elimination Chamber to get the other shot. So that's actually where I thought you were going to go.
You flipped my thought process.
Did I really flip your thought?
I have Cena winning Chamber. I have Cena winning the Chamber.
I think it's easier for Cena to win the Rumble than he would the Elimination Chamber. That's the only reason I thought you were going that route, man.
I think if Rhodes was going to win the Chamber, he doesn't come back in the Rumble. He doesn't risk it. He comes back on Raw.
That's fair.
If Rhodes is coming back, and everybody knows that Rhodes is going to Mania to fight Reigns in one sense or another.
Yeah.
If he's coming back in the Rumble, he's winning the Rumble. If he's not winning the Rumble, there was no point in him coming back. He could have come back on Monday.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's my thought process.
That's fair. Okay.
So
I like it.
That's all that.
I gotta tell you, man. This before we predict the last match again, this women's match and this men's Royal Rumble, I have never been this hype for not only just returns but special guests. Because we may see Bad Bunny, we may see something else, but
you always
honestly,
get a celebrity somewhere.
Right, but this man, I'm so excited, man. This has been just burning in me for the last 6 weeks of the Royal, waiting for this match. I'm so excited.
So a little fun thing I have here, if you can look at my stream real quick. So you see the Royal Rumble.
Give me 2 seconds.
You don't have to, honestly, but you see the Royal Rumble 30 on there that I have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let me just start it up here.
Ooh,
let's do that.
I like this.
And then I can stop it, and that'll be your men's, and we'll do another women's, and that'll be the entry number.
For who?
Just for the hell of it. Just so say I stop it, it ends on 22, and then 22 happens to be Solo Sikoa for the men's.
Give me 2 seconds. Stream. Preds. Right. Men's Rumble.
Men's Rumble.
Men's Rumble?
So, yeah, for the Men's Rumble. We'll do men's first, and we'll do women's. So,
men's, then women's.
Who wants to be the first one?
I'll go.
Right.
I've been going first all night. Let's
all I gotta
keep
do
that
is
ball
hit
going.
stop, and so your participant is number 21.
I'll take it.
Okay.
I will go second.
I'll take it.
All
I'll
right.
take 21.
We will start it back up.
Let me write that down. Hold on. 21.
Number 16. Number 16. Number 16. Number 16.
21.
Boom.
21.
Number 15.
Ooh.
It's close enough for me to be quite happy about that.
Men, we like saying your name.
Oh, men, not men. Yes. And
No, I'm saying men.
For men.
Men.
Men's Royal Rumble.
Men's Royal Rumble.
Men's Royal. It's your Royal Rumble.
Men's Royal Rumble.
And
it's your
for
Rumble,
my
man.
number,
Men is the primary sponsor of the Royal Rumble.
my number is
2.
23.
That's a really good number, man. That's a great number.
All right. So whoever that is for the men's side. For the women's side.
Yep, go for me. Go.
Right.
Go.
We are spinning it. And boom. Ooh. 29.
I like that.
Number 29.
I like that. I'm comfortable with that number. Yeah.
And for Greenfly on the women's side. Boom. Ooh, lucky number 13.
Just kidding. It's
13.
I have no idea what just got said because apparently 9 is my deafened number.
13 is your lucky number now for the women's
So
side.
that's for me, yeah.
Yes. And then mine
13.
will be what I have. I had 29 last time for the men's. So let's try
No
to get
9s.
You did have 29. No,
Boom.
you had 23 last time.
28. All right.
Nice.
For the women's side.
Women's.
A little something
Men's.
extra for us to
I like it, man.
I like it. I like
to
it.
do it.
I like that a lot.
Now we get into the what I believe is going to be the main event of the night. If it's not, then a lot of these predictions are not the same as what I would have thought originally, because if the men's
Rumble is
last, you don't have a Chelsea Green, you don't have a Mickey James, you don't have a lot of those. And then that could add into what's up, Crazy? That could add into other
crazy
superstars being there, like a Rocky Maivia type of guy. So, but we believe, I believe at least, hopefully, that
Dwayne.
the Roman versus KO match ends it.
Okay.
Dennis, you've been going first.
I'll go first. I think the obvious winner here, Roman Reigns retains against Kevin Owens. But I don't know how this works with Sami Zayn, because Sami Zayn is not going to, he has been very clear, unless he's in a match with KO, he's not putting his hands on KO. Even last night, spoiler to those who haven't seen SmackDown, when the Solo Sikoa Kevin Owens match happened, he pulled out Solo Sikoa. He did not break up the count by hitting Kevin Owens, right? So I don't think Sami Zayn interferes to the point to where he makes a big difference. But I do believe Solo and the Usos are involved in some way, and that's how Roman retains the title.
Okay. Does that change? And actually, let me have Greenfly's answer here.
Does that change what? I can't answer if you don't ask the question, darling.
Let's have your answer first.
Oh, I have Roman Reigns.
Okay.
I think Doman has the same answer, but
does that answer change if Sami Zayn wins the Royal Rumble at the beginning of the night?
No.
Because does that set up Sami and KO?
No, it sets up Sami and Reigns and
Sami,
the whole implosion of the bloodline more than anything.
Okay. My pick is Roman Reigns.
I already knew that, Dom. I don't know if you noticed, but the screenshot of the predictions has been in chat for like 2 minutes.
Oh, but my pick is Roman Reigns. Well, chat can't see that. People are watching this back years from now can't see that. But this is the spot, and I think this is why this match is last.
I mean, crazy. Georges St. Pierre is a great shout.
He's not winning the Rumble though.
No,
you don't know that, man.
He doesn't have the stamina.
I'm pretty sure.
St. Pierre. Dennis, of all the flaws you could have picked with St. Pierre, you couldn't have picked stamina.
He's like 90.
He's a great shout. He is.
Aleister Black wins. Yeah.
Yep, that's it. That's the one right there.
Anything else for? So you think it ends?
Go ahead.
I mean, go ahead.
I will say this: if that match is last, if Roman versus KO is last, Roman wins. I do believe we get the spot that we've been waiting for a very long time, where Roman says, "Acknowledge me," and we hear, "If you smell what The Rock is cooking," and he refuses to acknowledge.
I have the same thing, but I have changed my mind on how it happens.
Okay.
I think we get the Rock tonight. In my opinion, we get the Rock tonight, and we don't get him in the Rumble match. We get him at the end. He's got no part in any of the matches, but he's at the end. I think Roman Reigns wins, and I think he wins clean. That's
clean, really?
I think he wins clean.
Ooh, okay.
I think, obviously, at the side you've got Solo, the Usos, Sami. I think at the end of the match, Reigns wins it probably quite easily, but also clean. I don't think Reigns gets hit with too much. I don't think it's going to be a quick match, but I think it's quite a dominant match from Reigns. I think Reigns calls upon everybody to circle the ring to get rid of KO once and for all. Sammy refuses. And then we get the... So, I find you not guilty for now. We get the now, and the bloodline turn on Sammy. And I think The Rock comes out to Sammy and KO's aid.
Wow.
Okay. I mean, that's one way. I think it's going to be similar to Extreme Rules. I think Roman wins. Roman gets the mic. Roman, acknowledge me. They do the sign off like they did at Extreme Rules. And then, because how once you see that, copyright, blah, 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 it's over. They do the sign off, then The Rock's music hits. And I'm going to say The Rock, because there's been a lot of rumors lately about The Rock not being ready, or not, whatever. And then there's rumors that Austin could possibly take his spot at WrestleMania. To go against Roman. Why he wasn't at Raw 30. So, I mean, either way, you hear The Rock's music hit or you hear the glass shatter at the end of the Royal Rumble, that place is going to explode.
I agree.
Do you know what, Dennis? Do you know what? I'm going to back what I've been saying for 3 months. I'm going to completely... I'm changing my mind again. I'm fully agreeing with what you've just said, because we have been saying that for months. And
I'll take it.
I'm going back. Yeah, I you know what? Sack off what I just said. I'm backing what we said 4 or 5 months ago. He comes out and refuses to acknowledge
Roman. Yeah.
Yeah. I back us. We've got this, Dennis. We've got this.
I like it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know about refusing to. I just think he comes out after he asks. I don't know if there's a refusal or anything like that. But I think this is the spot. And this sets up what I said last year. Everything with the Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes wins the Rumble. Night 1 is against Roman for one title. Night 2, The Rock is against Roman for the other title. The Roman is headlining both nights of WrestleMania.
Yeah, fully agree.
And I think it sets that up, split that, everything like that. So I think we hear The Rock's music hit after the match is over. I don't know if he's necessary, because I don't think, if Kevin Owens is getting beat down by the Bloodline or anything like that, I don't think he comes out to save him. I don't think Sammy tries to save him. I just think the match is over. Everybody's, acknowledging him at the end, and then it hits, and then it's. You might not even have, why Rocky's here tonight. That might be a Monday night thing or whatever. But I feel we're going to hear something. We're going to either hear The Rock or we're going to hear that glass break, and I'm going with The Rock tonight. And I think that's because you can't have that match not be last if that happens. One of the two happens. You couldn't have you can't have that match go first. You can't have the Royal Rumble match follow that. That has to end the night. And I think that's why that match ends the night. Because other times the Royal Rumble match ends the Royal Rumble.
Correct.
So there is a reason why. I think there was a reason why it's been flip-flopped. Because I think this was supposed to be first. Yeah. This match, the championship match,
the championship match,
first. And I think something was supposed to happen at the end of the Rumble, but now it's going to happen after the match. So
after the match, okay.
That's just my opinion. And I am excited. We got 15 minutes to go before this starts, and just to kind of clear up everything. Obviously, I'm excited for this event. I'm excited to share it with the people.
Yep.
And It seems like you get so jacked up for returns. And you're like, oh, this person, and then you get whatever Royal Rumble it was where Batista was 30th. You're like, oh.
Instead of Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, you're like, oh, like, come on.
Here's what I will say. I would normally agree with you. But Triple H has not let us down since he took over creative.
He is not. I mean, and I still wish that we wouldn't have spoiled Cody Rhodes. I don't think
I agree 100%.
We didn't.
I agree.
Vignettes.
Nope.
And they decided to give us the vignettes, and he was coming back, and Rhodes to the Rumble, and like we didn't need that. I would have
Right.
I
much
disagree.
preferred. I would just much preferred been surprised.
I'd have loved to have been surprised, but Cody Rhodes was always going to be on the Royal Rumble poster. Like, always. That had been planned.
That's also very true. That's also very true, yeah.
It wouldn't have been a surprise because his face was on the poster. So it makes sense to have it as a structured return.
Yep.
Yeah.
I did have, real quick on my list, before last night, I had Brock Lesnar as a surprise entrance, but he returned and said he was coming. So,
but take him off the list.
Yeah, I'd take him off the list there, but yeah, I agree. I'm torn because I agree. I think you need Cody's face on that poster, but I also feel like the vignettes weren't needed. But because everyone knows he's coming, everyone is going to be waiting for that music to hit.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
He has to go early then. Like,
I think either early or just let him be 30. And then let him take as much time as he needs coming in because he's the last guy,
Yeah. I know. I think it was...
but I agree.
You had it set up for Mania.
Yep.
So I don't know. We'll see. We got 10 minutes to go. We can talk a little bit more about what to expect. Like, I mean, I haven't looked at Twitter in the last hour and a half, so I haven't seen any leaks, spoilers, anything.
Okay, let me ask this, wrestling related. Okay, if you could book your ideal Final Four, Royal Rumble, any promotion in the world, who are your Final Four? I don't want a winner. I just want a Final Four. Any promotion in the world. Fantasy booking. Contracts weren't an issue.
I mean,
who's
Final Three is Shield, but
yes,
but I don't know who you put as the fourth.
I have one. I have a correct answer.
Okay.
Kenny Omega. You put those four guys in a ring. I'm telling you, you just had a match orgasm.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a problem with that. Will Ospreay would be another answer there. Like he would be.
My tongue hurts.
If you're talking right now.
Yes.
I mean, there's nobody hotter than the Shield, and like you said, Omega's up there. Ospreay,
yep.
Rhodes.
As much as I like Cody Rhodes right now, I don't. You know what? I can't wait till 2024. I really can't, because when that contract's up, the amount of money that's going to be thrown at that man is going to be insane.
Are you by any chance talking about Omega or Mox?
MJF.
Maxwell Jacob Friedman.
He's coming to WWE regardless of how much money he's thrown at him.
It's not happening right now.
I don't think so. If Tony Khan throws enough money at him, he's staying where he's at.
I don't think he does.
We'll see. But yeah, we got about 9 minutes.
Don't get me wrong.
Wrap it up though.
Tony Khan throws like double what WWE are paying him, yes, but
here's the deal.
if it's outbidding them by a little bit, then no.
I mean, he's got a year to see how this
title reign runs.
This Vince McMahon inserted back in, how that's going to change anything, and if they sell the company, and if they sell the company to a Saudi company, if they sell the company to I heard Disney or ESPN, if they sell the company to the Khans, I heard that The Rock has put a group together to buy the company. So he's got a year to see where the company goes. And I think he'll take the year to see where WWE goes.
Apparently, they have announced 27 of the men's Royal Rumble entrants.
Sorry?
I'm on Twitter right now, and everyone's saying 27.
Yeah, there's 3 spots
announced.
left.
Come again, that's what she said? What?
Supposedly, there's 3 spots left in the men's Royal Rumble that have not been announced.
Allegedly.
Yeah. I don't want to look. I don't want to know that. I want to know what I know so far, and I don't want to know who the other 10 were.
Agreed.
So, I think now's a good time to cut it off. Like I said, we got about 7 minutes. We'll jump over the other Discord and and see. Wait, did you? Oh, we posted that. Okay.
No, man, you brought us into this world. Go ahead and take us out of it.
Hey, I will definitely take us out of this. Thank you for joining us for the Royal Rumble edition of the Still Talking podcast. Over in the cheap seats, we have Greenfly and Dennis, the co-host extraordinaires.
It's been a pleasure, as always.
You know, once again, we started this last March. I enjoy talking about wrestling to people that talk wrestling. And anybody that comes in that wants to talk wrestling, we will talk with you. We will still be talking wrestling. But feel free to join us in the Discord anytime. But specifically tonight for the Royal Rumble, we'll at least be talking about it, whether we're watching it or not. If people need to watch it, we'll have it up to watch. But we will definitely be watching it. We'll still be talking about it. We'll see what happens tonight at the Royal Rumble, see who is right, who is wrong, and the road to WrestleMania begins tonight. Thank you for joining us. Have a great day.
My God, are you still talking?
All right, we will kick it over to the other Discord. If you want to join us, please feel free. We'll kick it over there now. Thank you for joining for the stream. We will try to be back after